course, the room that we're sat in right now wasn't here this time last year. There's been a huge amount of redevelopment around Compton. Is there more to come on this? And I guess fans will want me to ask, is there more to come as regards Molineux redevelopment as well?
Yeah, I think we are talking with the government here and try to get some support from them. And tomorrow, Laura will tell some story about the future plan for the stadium. I think it will happen sooner or later. But before we formally start to do the job, and we have to make everything ready. So about the funding, about the plan, about the capacity, about the whole designing for the new stadium. So I think, and it takes time. So I cannot guarantee it will happen in the summer, but I can guarantee we are working hard and to be ready for that. But it will happen. So, yeah.
Because every home league game this year, 30,000 plus. I think that's the first time in 70 years that's happened. Shows the appetite from the fan base is clearly there for what's happening here.
Yeah, we believe we can reach maybe more than 40,000, 45 or 50 for every day, and in the future, of course. And so we believe we have the capacity to do that, and we have some kind of estimation for the capacity and about the location where we are now and how much we can get. And so we are now sure we can reach maybe 45 to 50,000. So, but now the remaining question is how to do that. So it's more complicated than what we are. Maybe it's not like okay, we have the plan, then we do that, and we have to make sure every part of the plan is in place. So I think maybe within the next 3 or 4 months, and we will know more about the timing. Yeah.
How important is building the fan base overseas as well, making us a truly global football club?
Yeah, we are going to China, right? So, and we are having a larger and larger fan base maybe in Portugal or in Mexico, and I think we are at a good moment to have more global fans to come. So, but in my view, and if we want to have more fans in the future, we have to win something. So I think the performance of the first team is still very, very important. If we can go to Europe, if we can win some trophies, it will be very important to attract all the fans around the world. And yesterday I went to Anfield. I saw a lot of Asian fans, and in the stadium, it means a lot to me because some teams like Liverpool, it took a long time for them to go from maybe a local club and now to the stage they're at now. So for us, that's the same. It cannot happen just by one day. So we need work every year, and we needed the performance from the first team. But in the meantime, our team will go to maybe to Asia, to Africa, to South America, and like this. And but it takes time. But what I can ensure you is I can see the trend is growing very fast. And but our goal is not about just to making maybe 100,000 or 20,000 fans more. Our goal is trying to reach the largest fan base in the world. So, for example, in the future, we have to compare ourselves with Liverpool, with Man City, Man United. So if you are thinking like this, and it's still a long way to go. But I'm so happy to see the growth now. Yeah.
A big part of that, of course, will be the Premier League Asia Trophy, as you mentioned. How special is it for you, I guess, personally, and for Fosun, that you are taking Wolves to Shanghai and to China, to the home of Fosun?
Yeah, we have many things to do in China, so I think it's a very busy schedule for all of us. And where you go? You will go, right?
I don't know.
No, you don't know. Okay. So I think, because in China we are doing something new. For example, in China we will have a flagship store in China, in Shanghai, and to sell all the things and about Wolves. And also, we are having a new fashion product line, and to only sell in China. So So I think so we will do some maybe fashion show there. So it's not only about the team, it's about the trip to China. We will do something around the concept of wolves and try to make the brand of wolves more wide, and not only about the team, not only about the Premier League. I think it's also about some kind of concept. You can broaden the product in your life. For example, in your life, you can wear some T-shirt from Wolves. You can wear a hat here or there, and I think we will do more in China. So maybe in the future, some new product in China will come back to Wolverhampton. So we are planning on that. So, and also in China, we will have more local sponsors from China to sponsor the Asian trip. So, and of course, we will do many events in China to engage the fans there. So, many things to do. And but in the meantime, Nuno is very serious about the two games, and he thinks the two games will be a part of the training sessions to be prepared for the new season. So we will also take it very serious, and so yeah. So it's very busy. It's very busy 2 weeks, and I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
Before you get to that, I guess it's a nice point now to reflect on 3 years here at Wolverhampton Wanderers, 3 years of Fosun's ownership, and the club has moved forwards in such an incredible way. Are we still ahead of schedule, and how do we keep moving forwards? What's the next step?
Yeah, I think at the beginning, do you remember? And when I was in the press conference at the beginning, I said it's 10-year plan, right? So 3 years for promotion, but it's still a 10-year plan. So I think we are still on the way, still on the way. And we are very serious when we said that, and we are aiming to take the club to the highest level in the world, and maybe within 10 years or so. So we're still on the way. So sometimes I feel when we are reaching something, but to be honest, I feel it's harder and harder to get to the next level. So for example, when I'm thinking about the past, okay, the first year we were trying to stay in the championship, right? So the second year it's about the promotion. The third year it's about how to go to top 10 or top 7. But it's harder and harder. I can say that. And if you want to break into top 6, top 4, and you're competing with the big guys, so it means they have more revenue from their fan base than you, so they can spend more than you. And regarding the financial fair play, and you are behind them, and you cannot spend more than them. You can only spend less than them, and they already maybe have a better score than you. So it's not so easy. But the only way to achieve that is you are working harder than them, and maybe you are brighter than them, and try to do something different and unique to beat them. So the key is not only about the money, it's about the people. And I think if you have the best people in the industry, if you can motivate the people to work harder for the club, I think sooner or later we can get there. I think, yeah, you can see some problems will happen in some clubs, and what we can learn is we will try to avoid that, but we will have our unique strengths to compete with. What about the unique strengths? Maybe Nuno is one of them. Maybe Fosun will be one of them. Maybe the fans will be one of them. The staff. So in general, we will have our own identity, not only for the team, for the club. So Wolves is the only one Wolves in the world. If we can build something, it's hard to be copied, but also our strengths, and then we have the base to compete with others in a long time. So that's what we are trying to do. I think that's also what Nuno is trying to do. Yeah.
Speaking of that unique strength of Fosun, I know Chairman Gore was with you at Anfield yesterday and has been to quite a few games this year. Yeah. How pleased do you feel he is with how Wolves fits in within the Fosun family?
I think we can see that football is special, right? So Fosun can have many assets and portfolios, and some of them are much bigger than Wolves. And but you can see Wolves still can give Fosun a lot of marketing exposure to the media and to the public, because football is a special thing and it's special for us. And yeah, we had a discussion with Chairman Guo. I asked him, if Wolves win everything in the world, will you sell it with a good price? No, he said, no, I will keep Wolves in Fosun forever. So now it looks Wolves will becoming a kind of legacy for Fosun Group. So it's not like something we buy and sell. So because in Fosun we have some assets maybe we will buy and sell, but some very, very crucial assets we will keep forever. So I think Wolves now is in the other group, and we will keep it forever. So if we will keep it forever, it means we will try to keep investing. We will try to make the club better and better in the future, and also our aim will not change. And because if you want to keep it forever, we have to help the club to be the best, right? So why we are keeping it, right? So that's what's my view from the group, and I think that's the change. Maybe at the beginning, we just bought a club, we have a test, and what we could do, then what will happen, we are not so sure then, but now I'm sure, and now it's so important to us. Yeah.
Just to finish, what would be your final message for the fans at the end of another remarkable season?
Yeah, I think every time I go to the stadium, I see the huge support from the fans. And sometimes even I go to away games, I can see our away fans are very loud, very noisy. And also in Wolverhampton, you can see, not only in Wolverhampton, in Liverpool, in London, sometimes when I walk in London, sometimes on the street, I could meet some fans there. Oh, Jeff. So it's strange. So you can see Wolves fans are everywhere, and so I'm very thankful to them. And at the beginning, I didn't realize the fan base is so big. I think Wolves and from the championship. I remember at the beginning the attendance for every game is about 18,000. So. But now I realize, and more fans, they are awakened, so they are trying to come back, and you can see when the team is doing better, and more fans will come back, and so it's a very good feeling for me, and to feel what we are doing, we can get something feedbacking from them, and I think all the job we are doing for them, and also they are really helping us. So, for example, sometimes for Nuno, for us, for the players, we are trying to do something, but, as a small boy, you always need the feedback, right? And, we like you, we love you, then that will inspire us to do better. So, for example, if we are in a small club and we are doing very hard, but no any feedback from the fans or less, it's not a good feeling for us. So I think the kind of communication we are trying, they are inspiring us. Sometimes some fans will come to me, pat my shoulder. Oh, Jeff, you are doing a good job. So I think that's important to us. And so because it's not only about a job, it's about how to make the city and the fan base more dynamic. And then I think it's two-way thing. And I say if we do better, they help us. Then I think that's a very healthy things to happen. Then I think that's also a part of the unique strengths you are talking about us, right? So yeah, it's not like sometimes I watch a game, for example, some big teams, and when the teams is not doing so well, the fans will boo them. Sometimes I feel, okay, sometimes it's not so, even they are really big, but the atmosphere is not as healthy. But for us, we are on a growing period, I can see. And the fans are really embracing what we are doing, and it's a good feeling, of course. And but sometimes I'm asking Nuno, how can you go outside? You can always stay at home because we still sing, and it's a good thing, and so we want to keep on with that. Yeah.